grüße euch. Schön, dass ihr da seid. Herzlich willkommen an alle Kolleginnen und Kollegen, die hier sind im Profi-Camp im Deutsche Bankpark und natürlich auch ein schönes Hallo an alle, die uns zuschauen auf den Eintracht-Medien am Tag vor unserem nächsten Bundesliga-Heimspiel, 18:30 Uhr morgen. Das Topspiel Eintracht Frankfurt gegen Leipzig im ausverkauften Deutsche Bankpark. Vereinzelte Rückläufer könnten in der Ticketbörse zu finden sein in unserer App und auf eintracht.de. Schiedsrichter morgen ist Bastian Dankert und wie es sich für ein Sky-Topspiel gehört, live auf Sky und natürlich auch im Audiokommentar bei meinen Kollegen bei Eintracht FM. Hi Coach, Albert Riera ist hier, um eure Fragen zu beantworten. Coach, give us an update please on the players.
Good afternoon everyone. We start with the players that they are not available. It is to avoid the next questions. So Kawa still not fit to be in the list. Bahoya, Rasmus, Collins, and we have the doubt for now. Doan is in the list, but Doan is waiting. He will be father very, very soon. So this is always, I said already in the past, for me, first is the person, after the football player. So of course, if the brain, or because the wife will be in the hospital and the brain is not to play a football game, because it's more important to have one daughter in this case, of course, he has my permission to be in the hospital before then to be with us in the list. But as he said, and I love this, he's in the list. So if he won't be a father till after the games, he will be with us and he can be ready to help us also to win the game.
Thanks, Coach. Dann kommen wir zu euren Fragen. Niklas Freund startet von der Bild-Zeitung.
Hello, Mr. Riera. In the previous game in Leipzig, Eintracht lost 6-0. Why is your team with you as coach now 7 goals better than in the first game against Leipzig?
Well, football is now. Football is present. About the stats, we can talk, but the stats they are to be broken on a good way, on a bad way. And in this case, that game it was many months ago. Now at the moment, the team is different. We are playing in another way, and we are focused on the present. We are not even didn't mention this week about that game, because football is present. It's not in the past. It's not future. It's right now, and we are ready for tomorrow.
Christopher Michel von Absolut Fußball.
Hello, Coach, and best wishes to your birthday, even if it's 2 days too late. Eintracht have been the favorite team in the recent games against Cologne or Wolfsburg, but now you get a really top-tier team from the Bundesliga. Do you have to adapt some things? Would you play on counter or that it will give more transition in the game from Frankfurt?
Good question. We'll never change our style. One of the targets that I have as a coach here is that I want that all of us, we have the feeling that we can compete against everyone, that we can beat everyone. And in the bad days, because we will have bad days, we don't lose. That's the most beautiful feeling, that we feel so strong as a team that, I repeat again, that we can play against everyone, we can compete against everyone, and we want. That is, if you ask me what is my style or what is the position of the players, this is sometimes not the most important. The most important is how you prepare the game. And we always prepare on the same way, to win. It doesn't matter which opponent we have in front. And tomorrow will be exactly the same.
Jochen Golle von Eintracht Team.
Hello, Mr. Riera. So Leipzig is the youngest team of the Bundesliga with around 23 years. So Frankfurt has 1 year more and is on place 7. Does this play any role in your decisions in the preparation of this game?
Younger players, probably also physically also they can run more, no? Young team, we are the second. If we are not in front of them, we are very close also, because we are also a very young team. And this at the end, football, this is important. But it's not the most important at the end. In a team, you must have a balance of young players and more experienced players. But this is not something that will change anything tomorrow on the tomorrow game. We are focused on to do a lot of good things. Especially against this team, we're going to need to be really good against the ball. And what I'm saying to the players, you have to be good against the ball. The first is the reaction when we lose the ball. To have the ball as soon as possible, to recover the ball as soon as possible. But Leipzig will force us many situations with the wingers on the side that they like the 1-against-1. They they have players attacking from the second zone, also being into the box. And we simulated this week all this strength situation from Leipzig, how to avoid them, to don't make him feel comfortable. And we did a quite good week on all the strength of Leipzig. So tomorrow we will try that all the good points that Leipzig has that you don't see during the pitch. That we have to see our strength, on the pitch. That is especially with the ball, but against the ball to don't let them think too much. So let's go a little bit on the last game that we did the last 45 minutes. If you let the opponent to think, if you let the opponent or you give them a lot of meters to come in our pitch, then we will suffer a lot. So we need to press this ball all the time as much as possible to don't let them think tomorrow.
Pepe Schmidt vom Wiesbadener Kurier.
Hello, Coach. I want to translate Bartosz.
Ja, kein Problem, gerne.
Bartosz, gestern Abend haben uns alle anderen geholfen. Verfolgt die Mannschaft, verfolgt der Trainer das auch, dass diese Europa League, dass dieser 7. Platz sehr wahrscheinlich sogar jetzt für Europa reicht? Also für die Europa League.
Possibly the 7th place could be okay for Conference League or even Europa League. Are you following these results in the European competitions?
Well, two things. First of all, I'm not living in one bubble and I don't know the things. Of course, I'm paying attention. Yesterday I was with supporting Freiburg, even if it was against a Spanish club. Spanish people will understand, of course. We are now in Bundesliga and we want the biggest coefficient for us. So, of course, in Europe we are supporting German clubs. And this will help us to be in our target or to have more possibilities to have our target. But I cannot send these messages or these talks we are not having with the team, with my players. This is not important. We are focused on the thing that we have to do on the pitch. Outside, of course, this can help, but the messages and the conversation with my players, they are about technical, tactical points, how this team can improve and how we can beat the opponents.
Ingo Dustewitz von der Frankfurter Rundschau.
So we've mentioned already Leipzig is a top team. What do you expect in general of the opponent? What is their strength?
Well, it's an opponent like us that feel more comfortable with the ball than without. And we're going to try that they feel uncomfortable. And like this is having more the ball than them. This is first. To defend with the ball. One of the messages to my players, if you are tired, if you want to rest with the ball. I don't let to go behind the ball, give meters to the opponent, because if not, it happened the same 45 minutes that it was very easy to analyze the other day. We have 2-0, we wait for the opponent, what they're going to do. I sent a very clear message the other day at the halftime. I said, boys, not 2-0. It's not 2-0 the score, it's 0-0. We have to go to the third goal. We have to play on the same way. Because we are not a team, and I don't want that we are another team playing on another way. It doesn't matter the score, we have to play on the same way. Being dominant, being protagonist, trying to have the ball more than the opponent. And this is the best way how, against the teams like Leipzig, that they feel more comfortable with the ball, that they are combinative teams, this is the best way how you can hurt them, how they're going to feel more uncomfortable on the pitch.
Sonja Pahl von Hitradio FFH.
Hi, Albert. So what kind of match are you expecting this match going to be tomorrow? Is it going to be fast pace, or is it going to be waiting who's going to move first?
No, we will try to play. If you ask me what is the ideal game, I will tell you to play on the opponent side, on the other half. This is the most beautiful and the ideal, because all the thing that will happen on the side of Leipzig, not close to our box. So for this, every time that Leipzig has the ball or recover the ball, we need to recover as high as possible, okay, to avoid this situation. But of course, Leipzig has the quality also to put some situation that we have to defend, maybe in a low or middle block. So there we have to recover, again, I repeat, as soon and as fast as possible. But to be calm, because it's a team that when you start jumping and high pressing and the man-man situation, they are a team that feel also comfortable. So on the first pass, we need to be patient. But on the second pass, already to go like a dogs, where we have to be a team very, very annoying without the ball. And then this is what I try to transmit to to the players. As a team, I like to put this example to them, and I said, when you finish the game, you have some friends on the opponent side, and they come to you and they say, "Wow, what a player you are with the ball." I say, but without the ball, it's very difficult to play against you. So for me, this is also something beautiful when it comes to opponent. Not only with the ball, of course, with the ball, they like to tell you, "Wow, you have a big quality." But what about to be also without the ball a top team, a very uncomfortable team? So I want that my team feels the same pleasure that when we don't have the ball, that the opponent has no chances. This is something that I would like, that they feel the same beautiful that when they make one action with the ball with a big quality.
Johann Gallwitz vom HR und dann Christopher Michel.
Hello, Mr. Riera. Might be an old question, but on Mallorca, your home island, bullfights are still a traditional thing, very popular. You're also fighting bulls on Saturday. Is there maybe anything you can learn from the toreros stepping into the arena?
We are an eagle now. Now we are an eagle, and I'm very identified with this eagle, and we are flying. And this is my target now, to fly with this team. That these players, we have the feeling that they are flying. So that's our animal now, and we have to feel identified with this.
Coach, Younes Ebn-Taleb had 2 short appearances after his long injury. How fit is he now? Could he help you a longer period? How do you see his development?
All the players, they are training really well, and Younes, at the moment he's coming from the bench because as I always say, when play once is because, or one is not playing is because another one is playing. Johnny is a fantastic player for us, and he's a player that gives to us a lot of characteristics, because he's not only striker, he's a striker that can do a lot of things. And the players that they are coming from the second line, they are there to help us, sometimes from the first 11, sometimes from the bench. And we are a team that already proved that the players from the bench, they are very important, because in many goals this season, they scored the players that they came in from the bench. So today, when we finished the training, I said to the last message, it was this one: I want everybody connected, everybody feeling important, because in these last 5 finals, we're gonna need all of them.
Sonja Pahl.
Just to make sure I got it right, Bahoya, you said, is going to be out again. Is it still because he had this cold 2 weeks ago, or has anything else happened?
No, he was on the same. He was not full recovered. The muscle is on hamstring behind, and then he made the test. And when he made the test, he didn't feel comfortable. He make again the scan, the MRI, and again he showed that it still was not totally recovered. So with the doctor, we decided to lose 1, and then in this case 2 games, then whole season. So hopefully next week will be already available.
Hartmut Scherzer, bitte.
Hello, Mr. Riera. When do you expect Rasmus to be back? When has he fully recovered, and when is he fully fit for the bench at least?
Hopefully next week. Will be with us at least Monday, Tuesday. He will be training with us, and then it depends of his feelings. But hopefully he will be with the team next week.
Sonja und dann Christopher.
And I might have a kind of a light question then. Christopher mentioned you had your birthday this week. Happy birthday as well. And we could see that you posted on social media some pictures, you being outside in the city. So what do you think of Frankfurt now? We caught you on that one. You haven't mentioned so far anything about the city.
Look, I will tell you what I'm thinking now. I'm getting older, and I see the social media. I see on the way that it's like a book, no? Where when you will be, instead of 44, you will be 55, and you say, where I was when I was 44? I was there, and I was with this family, and I was, I see on this way, when you are young, young people like to post what you're eating, where you go, what are you doing, with who, and to share. I lost a little bit this desire, but from other side, I'm someone that I consider myself very honest. I consider myself transparent. I consider myself that I'm not someone that just is hiding. So social media is for this, to know what you're doing, know the thing that you can show cannot show, or maybe it's not interesting with who I was in this moment, with who I was sharing. It's not important if I was with 3 people or 4 people, but I consider that it's a part of life. No, I said before about Doan. No, he will be a father. Before coach, or before one doctor, or before journalist, you are a person that likes let's say, first to be happy in your life, and to show things that you can show. I think it's something also beautiful. No, we have to be open to the people and to know what I'm doing. And sometimes the thing that I can show, I show. And I repeat again, because I'm someone that I'm like this. I'm honest and open. And when I can, I'm trying to enjoy, of course, outside, but my focus is in these finals and to finish as best as possible with this team. And especially what I have in my brain is to listen an European song in our stadium. In this moment, I will feel satisfied. But never is enough in football. In football, you need to keep going, and tomorrow we need to give fire to our fans, to our public. And I'm saying we have to give to them because the public, I'm sure that it will be on our side, but it depends on us to do a lot of good things that they will be even more on our side.
Coach, you're talking about finals, 5 finals. How do you motivate your team?
It has to be in different ways. The first one is about is mentally, is about the motivation. Last week, I think I said something important to them. When we are in a moment when we feel that we are in a club and in a moment that we have high expectations, you are Eintracht, and of course it's a must to be in Europe next season. And I said to them, is this pressure? You feel pressure? Yeah. And which kind of pressure is it? Beautiful, because you are not playing for something that you will die. You are playing for something beautiful, that is to be in Europe next season. There are others that are, unfortunately, they are trying to fight for another position, to don't be relegated. This is another kind of pressure. So this is the first one, and they understood. They have to enjoy on the pitch, because you enjoy on the pitch. I'm sure that the players, they will be able to do more positive things. And this is the way how I prepared last week. This week we mentioned again this thing. We have 5 finals, 3 of them at home. So we need to be really, really strong at home. We need to try to win all the games here, and the way. We already showed last week that also we can win, even if we forgot, or it looks like we forgot. But last week it was a fantastic win for all of us. But again, football is the next. What you did in the past, it's forgotten. You have to forget, because football is only the present.
Niklas Freund.
So you mentioned the work against the ball. This was one reason why Can Uzun didn't start in the last 2 games. How is it tomorrow with him?
No, it's not one of the reasons, because trust me, he's doing really well. He's doing really well. He's doing his effort. But the same players as you asked to Johnny or to Calimundo or to Fares. I have one style, one identity, and I give the same, or I pay the same attention with the ball than without the ball. Because in football, you're just doing a lot of good things with the ball, but you are not a good team without the ball. So you will score 3 goals, but if the opponent scores 4, you lose the game. So you have to do a lot of good things. And the team understood that for me is the same, equal, important. And in every position you have responsibilities with and without. It's about to do it. You have to do it. And we have players that they are doing a lot of good things with the ball and without the ball. And Jan is one of them. He was training fantastic this week. And but then you have Fares also that understood he has to do the job. We have Oscar that is doing a fantastic on the job. Hugo that he improved a lot on the job. So, but not more defending or more attacking. Because, for example, maybe the stats now they are more on our side, not conceding goal, that scoring. It's the same important. We need to give the same importance. And really, I don't want just to be because I am more offensive or I'm more defensive. Both are important. You ask me which one is more important? Both. So tomorrow we have to be a complete team. And the players, I'm telling them, they have to be complete. Because if they are complete, the players, they will play not only with Albert, they will play with all the coaches in their career. So I'm pushing them to be not perfect, because the perfect doesn't exist, but as complete as possible with ball and against the ball.
Johann Galwitz.
You have had some games here with Frankfurt now, but what do you think? Will Leipzig be the hardest test so far for you?
We'll see tomorrow. I don't know, but as I said before, one of the targets is to feel that we can win against everyone, and I have the feeling that we can beat them. So this is show that I have a full confidence on my team, on the things that we are doing. And of course, we are not perfect. We still can improve a lot of things, but we are improving every day. And I have this feeling that really doesn't matter. Tomorrow is Leipzig, but if it will be another opponent, I have the feeling that we can beat them. And this is something, a part of the confidence of my team is because we have a really good team. We are doing a lot of good things. But also, now what I want to improve is that when we have a bad 20 minutes or we have a bad 45 minutes or we have a bad day, that we can have a bad day, of course, we are not perfect, then we don't lose. That we are a team very difficult to beat. And this is my target, because it's impossible that you don't going to play 34, 36 games during one season exactly with having a fantastic day. Sometimes you can have a bad day. But then this day, for the opening, will be very tough to beat us. So this is the target that I have in my brain. And for the game that you're asking tomorrow, really tomorrow is Leipzig, a team that is doing fantastic things, a team that it will be, of course, difficult to beat them, but I have the feeling that we can, and this is the most important. When you go into the pitch, you have these feelings, and the players they have.
Okay, keine Handzeichen mehr, keine Fragen. Vielen Dank. Dann sehen wir uns morgen. Euch noch einen schönen Tag. Thank you, Coach. See you tomorrow.
Dankeschön. See you tomorrow.
Euch noch einen schönen Tag.